All right, Your Highness. Why don't you tell me everything? Max actually looks at you, Juliana, first. Something passes between you two. And I'm going to say, roll insight, please. If you other two Winninati want to figure it out, you can also roll insight.
I'll roll one that.
It's only a 16 that time.
I already got a 14.
Also a 14.
Okay. Max is insecure. Max is scared. And while Arturos and Win can't figure that out, because they got under a 15, with Jill's 16, she can tell. He's afraid.
Jill will step closer to him and, ooh, you know what? I think she's actually going to take his hand and squeeze it.
Aw, I love that. Okay. And then Max launches into the explanation. He came home as per the plan, and one day he had to go see his father, and he found him dead. His sister Antonia walked in, and he was arrested. And since he had no other alternative, he invoked the old succession law. And as this goes on, Tabitha gets a look on her face that's a bit, not quite incredulous, but there's a measure of concern there. And she says, how do we know you didn't just kill your father to get around this plan? And Max says, you know what I did to that school.
Juliana looks surprised at that.
And Tabitha freezes, and she says, I suppose I do. Well, Feather will be in touch with you.
Does Max's story mention our crash landing?
You know, I don't know. I think it would mention the crash landing, because he's reporting in, so yeah. It mentions the crash landing.
Yeah, and that accounts for us being, MIA in the hospital for 4 days.
Yeah.
4 or 5.
And Tabitha says, everything you've said lines up with what I've heard. I don't think you're fucking with me.
Do you have any information about what was going on during with the crash landing the day we came in?
It's not that this is the first time she's looked at you, but this is the first time she's really taken you in. Her eyes do flick to cleavage and leg slit at one point during this.
I think in this, Juliana has also kind of forgotten exactly how she's dressed, and she's kind of just like legs a bit apart, arms on elbows on knees, kind of paying attention intently.
Amazing.
Like this is not the posture of someone who sits daintily.
This is the posture of a woman of action. And Tabitha says, no, I don't know why your ship was lit up like that, you say?
From what I've heard, there were multiple ships that went down that day. And something came up from above, and if the nobles don't know what it is, I would love to find out what did it.
We'll ask our contacts and see if they know why your ship was among those targeted.
Do you know why the others were targeted?
I have no idea. I think Tabitha slaps her hands on her knees and says, well, and stands up. We have a party to attend, and I'm sure they'll be looking for you very soon.
How's Max doing? She's taking her cue from him.
Max stands and says, indeed. It was wonderful to see you again, Duchess. He takes her hand and kisses it, but it's a lot more flippant and trite than the kiss he did to Juliana's hand. A gesture he's done 1,000 times. And she curtsies to him and to you, Jill, and retreats in the direction into the garden away from where the sounds of the revelry are taking place.
I thought you said that the resistance or the rebels hadn't gotten into the higher echelons of noble society.
That's what I thought too.
Oh, that's cool. That's super cool.
Well...
You okay?
Yeah, no, I'm good.
You sure?
Yeah, this just means that when I next meet with their leader, the aforementioned Feather, we're going to have a lot to talk about.
How do you figure?
There's clearly a lot they haven't told me. They must have made some moves when they thought I was changing the plan.
That's not ideal. Don't love unpredictability in this scenario.
Indeed. But in fairness, I was the unpredictable one.
I would actually argue that the unpredictable one was actually the person who murdered your father. The rest of this has just sort of been reactionary to that.
Wynn casually enters. At least we're unpredictable back, because they don't have any idea what we're capable of.
That is true. We are a completely unknown element.
We should get back to the party. They'll be looking for us soon.
Any of them? Okay, now, they'll be looking for you. Let's be clear here.
That is true.
As we start walking. Like, none of those people wanted to make eye contact with me. That was super cool.
It's only because they're jealous.
Oh, they are not.
Max says they're not used to the idea that, a peasant woman could be royalty. They don't like that.
Well, I mean, you know what? I'm not super fond of it either, but we're all stuck with it.
I mean, you know why I joined a group designed to break down such class barriers.
Yeah, not sure about the methodology, though. We might need to talk later.
He says, I'd really rather not.
Yeah, I would rather not either, but I gotta start heading things off at the pass.
Fine. We'll talk about it when we go see my father.
Great. Oh, right. By the way, she turns to the other two. Corpses? You guys want to go see a dead body?
Oh, I love talking to corpses!
Cool.
Oh, this one isn't going to stink, is it?
Well, I don't know. He's been dead for how long?
Couple months.
Couple months. Okay, yeah, no.
But, he'll be preserved. Magically.
Okay, so yeah, no, he probably won't stink. He'll either be, like, nice and crispy, or he'll be,
Kind of purple.
regular. I don't know. I don't know exactly what your funeral rites are, how long you preserve bodies.
Jill, could you roll an Arcana check, please?
Oh, not my strong suit, but okay.
Or, no, actually, religion, I think, in this case.
Oh, yeah, that's a little bit better for me. But it's still an 8!
That's okay. It's a cleric spell, so you're fine. You know that there exists a...
Oh, yeah. I know that there's a spell that preserves the dead, but I don't know what their funerary rites are on this planet.
You suspect if he says it's been preserved magically, you suspect the spell Gentle Repose might have something to do with it.
Yeah, but Gentle Repose also has a time limit, so I don't know how long they keep that up.
It does. That was going to be my next thing, so I'm glad you're all over that.
Yeah, I know Gentle Repose.
Yeah, okay.
I've been here, she said, typing in the spell to double check what she says she knows. Yeah, 10 days.
After a few minutes, you emerge from the garden back into the firelight. Now, as the night passes on, we can mostly skim over this if you like, or if there's anything you would like to do while you're here, you are welcome to go ahead.
I mean, the party lasts 2 days, right?
Yes, so the party quieting down will probably be in about 6 hours.
How many people does Arturo seduce? Let's roll.
You are a servant, so...
I'm a 7? Excuse me?
A servant.
Oh, a servant.
Yeah, remember?
Yeah, but Artie's a 10 out of 10. What you talking about?
A servant can be a 10. I mean, historically, people bang their servants. This is a known thing.
This is known, yes.
I'm gonna say, what are you going for right now? What is your goal?
I mean, Artie doesn't realize that they might be in a precarious situation. So, he just wants to flirt with a lot of people and have them flirt back with him.
Okay. Roll charisma with a -10 penalty for being a servant and with disadvantage.
Well, that's just rude. Situational bonus, -10, disadvantage. That's a 4.
You rolled 2 11s.
Hell yeah.
So, wow. With a 4, you get looks of scorn, and also people start looking at Jill and Max and making snide comments about keeping their serving staff in check. You are making Jill and Max look bad.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Wynn prods Artie in the side and says, "No flirting tonight, dear.
What? Why?
Because we're servants, we're supposed to be quiet and furniture."
I'm pretty sure I flirted with a lot of servants.
Yes, but it was king to servant, not the other way around, until after permission was gotten.
That sounds fake.
Alas, the life of privilege.
Ugh, fine. They all look like they have sticks up their butts anyways.
I think most of them do. And not in the pleasant way. They also probably all smell like tangerines. Do you remember that?
I kind of like tangerines.
Well, like in that way of that one smutty book we read that was like about werewolves. Or weredogs? Weredogs, I think.
Is this the one where they... The one. There's so many.
There's so
On the
many.
mountain, I think.
On the in the grass?
Yes.
With the sticks?
Yes.
Oh, not
that's
that
where
one.
they got theirs. That's what they got theirs.
And we don't want to relive that.
Do you think Max has a snoot?
He definitely has a snoot.
So what are we supposed to be doing here? What are we? Is this just continuing to smile and wave? What does somebody do at a fancy party?
You know, you feast, you dance, you sing along, you play party games. There'll be some musical performances later, stuff like that.
Party games?
Musical performances.
Yeah, party games.
What constitutes a party game for these people? I'm not sure. Look, I don't know. I'm judging by looks alone. It feels like a lot of these people don't remember joy.
I mean, they're not very good. They have things like holding an apple in your teeth and passing it between people, and then the person who loses it has to, like, kiss people's shoes or stuff.
Is that how they flirt?
Honestly, it's all just a big excuse to flirt.
Wow.
But not with Arturos.
Once the alcohol starts to flow and people get sloppy, it's gonna be a mess.
Oh, this is the only excuse these people get, isn't it?
You know it.
Well, at least they're mostly just talking to you now.
Right on cue, a figure approaches you, coming out of the crowd. The figure is quite tall, wearing a very fine, not quite a toga, but it's a very masculine-looking outfit on someone who is clearly a woman. And she has a buzzed scalp, one eye is milky white, and one hand looks like it's made of porcelain.
Oh, she sounds like a babe.
Oh, this is the Dux Virus.
This is Dux Virus, and she is holding a goblet and wobbling a little.
That's the lady who interviewed us, right?
Oh yeah, this is her.
Oh, it's like seeing your teacher out of school.
He says, "Virus, how's it going?" And the hired judge wobbles a bit and says, "Maxie, how's my boy?" And she comes over him and kisses on him on each of his cheeks.
Maxie?
"Oh, I haven't seen you since you were a whippersnapper. How have you been?" And he goes, "Oh, I've been fantastic. Just having my life on the line." And she says, "Oh, I'm so sorry about that," and pinches his cheek and says, "You know, I was just doing my job." And he goes, "Yes, Virus."
Juliana is just agog.
And then she looks down at you, Jill, and she's like, "Oh, the foreign princess. I mean, welcome. Welcome. It's so good to have you here." And she takes both your hands and has to reach way down to get them. Her hands are a little bit sticky. It's not very nice.
Thanks. Dux?
She says, "Oh, don't call me Dux. That's just my job. Not here, not now. No Wind Reaper can see anything."
Oh, okay, sure. She glances up at Max. Virus?
She says, "I'd prefer Auntie, but this will do.
Auntie?
I've known your little Maxie since he was a baby."
Really?
"Really?"
Do you have any etchings? Ask for etchings.
Are there any? I do need to see some illustrations of this baby at some point. Do you have any really embarrassing stories?
"Oh, there are paintings all through the halls.
Fantastic.
All ages." And Max says, "Virus? Oh, you know it's nothing. It's fine. You can handle a little embarrassment, can't you, kiddo?"
Yeah, kiddo.
Yes, that's me. I can handle embarrassment just fine."
I don't think he can. So what was he like as a baby? I have to know.
Oh, he was such a little troublemaker, always climbing all over
Oh.
things and
A troublemaker.
getting into scuffles and scrapes.
Oh, a little scamp.
His father gave him a sword way too young.
Oh, a sword?
He was waving that thing around, nearly took my ankles out.
Did he learn any important lessons while he had a sword?
Yes, he learned not to chew on it.
To chew on it?
You just hear a slap as Max face palms, throws up his hands, and starts to walk away.
There was a cherry tree in his father's backyard. It was his father's favorite cherry tree.
I would love to hear more about this. This is spectacular.
She leans in close and says, one day, he'd been out playing in the mud,
Mm-hmm.
and he got it all over him,
Mm-hmm.
and then he came inside,
Uh-huh.
and it turns out he wasn't playing in the mud. He was playing in the cow paddock out back of the castle.
Oh, he must have smelled terrible.
Vera says, oh, it took a week to get the smell out of him.
Fantastic. How old was he?
Oh, couldn't have been any more than 3 or 4.
Oh, 3 or 4-year-old. Oh, that's fantastic.
He was such a sweet boy. It's a shame it all went wrong.
Really?
Well, he grew up, he did his time in the Navy, and then he went away instead of starting the succession.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it seems to have worked out all right for him.
She looks at you in a moment of drunk, piercing lucidity, and she looks at you, Jill, and looks up and down, and gives a slight smile and says, yes, I think it did.
Juliana's face freezes. I don't know what that means.
Insight. Roll me insight.
Okay.
Can we roll too?
If you like.
Oh, and I also got some dice out for some Foley here.
Yes.
Ha! Just a 12.
Artie got a 9.
When are you rolling to or now?
I'm Nat.
Okay.
Artie was trying to pay attention, but somebody's ass looked so good.
Yeah. The most you can get is just the conversation's gotten a little awkward. Jill, you would like to think she approves of you. Like, it's a little hard to tell, but it's very possible that she doesn't think you're, like, bad for the kingdom.
Hesitant smile?
She reaches out and gently brushes your cheek in kind of a motherly way,
Eh.
and she says, do tell him to be good to you.
Sure. I mean, we kind of promised the gods.
And she says, that you did. Not many people invoke the gods for their marriages these days. You must be quite devout.
Yep. Yeah, that was, yep. You know, it seemed like the correct move. It'd be weird if I didn't. 'Cause I'm a cleric.
From one cleric to another. May the falcon's eye see only good in you.
Oh, Juliana recognizes the cadence of that and just sort of blurts out like, may the storm guide your steps.
Ah, blessings from another planet. How novel. She takes a drink from her goblet, realizes it's empty and says, well, I'm going to get a refill. And she says, Max Pumpkin, I'm off. Be good now. And turns and walks away.
Pumpkin?
Pumpkin?
I'm learning so much about the agriculture on this planet.
Max strides back. His posture says he's comfortable. His face is a stiff smile of pure discomfort.
So that was fun. That was interesting. I was not expecting that kind of conversation from that woman.
Oh, like I said, when they get drunk and sloppy, it gets like that.
Uh-huh.
I hope you had a fantastic time.
I heard about some I heard about some feces. I heard about some cow pies. That was fun.
Yes. She
No more than 3 or 4.
has told that story more times than I can remember.
And she'll tell it again.
I'm sure you will too now.
Oh, I am locking that one away. I'm writing that one down in my journal, honestly.
Thank you, dearest wife. It's so great to know you want to understand me so deeply.
Oh, we're making memories, sweetie pumpkin.
It's so beautiful, honey bunches.
Isn't it? Bitsy Pookums?
Yes.
I can do this all day.
Yes, my precious gravy.
Okay, that one does catch her and she does start laughing.
Excellent. He finally lets out a sincere smile and says, Okay, they'll be fucking feasting soon. We should go eat.
Yeah, great. No, seriously, it smells amazing.
So that's Jill and Artie having done things they want to do. Wyn, was there anything you wanted to do?
Yes. First, does Wyn see Sybil around?
Make a perception check, please.
17.
Ooh.
You do not see Sybil, I'm afraid.
Damn it, Sybil.
Oh.
How am I supposed to compliment you? That's fine. Well, with that in mind, Wyn does kind of drift back. Normally, at big parties like these, if there are servants around to, like, support their masters, there is, like, a place the servants can go to get, like, wine, or even just get, like, some towels or something to dab on their master's face or whatever. Is there any place like that here?
Yeah, there are a couple of doors that you pay some attention, and with a 17, you easily see that servants are typically moving in and out of basically small doors in hedges.
Sweet.
When you go to those kind of curtained off areas, you go through the curtain, you're not challenged, you walk straight in, and there are servants in every state of dress, from like the most lowly floor scrubbing maid to the ones who are like really regally dressed. Clearly their masters are quite wealthy. And they are doing things, they're basically tents set up with things like you've described, all sorts of supplies that a servant might need.
Perfect. I'm going to try and find the place with the cattiest, gossipiest servants.
Hell yes.
And kind of linger nearby to gather some gossip.
Excellent.
I want to get the dirt on these people.
There's some hot ass tea in here.
It's scalding.
What? So you're posing as a servant right now?
Yes.
In that case, give me a performance check.
Hell yeah! Hold on a second. I know I got stuff for this. Would this count for my silver tongue thing, just in case?
Where does the silver tongue come into it? What's the description on that?
Silver tongue, you're a master at saying just the right thing at the right time when you make a charisma, and it says persuasion or deception, but I feel like this might work. Check, you can treat any d20 that ends up being a roll of 9 or lower as a 10 instead.
Especially if you're trying to get gossip, right?
Yeah, that's why I figure it might come into play despite not being persuasion or deception.
No, I'm convinced. Use it.
Yes. Sweet. That's only relevant if I do get lower. Oh, I think I did get lower. I did. So it's a 10 instead, and that's 10 plus 13, which is 23.
Okay.
Damn.
With a 23, you make just the right comment, putting down one servant's master and putting up and like uplifting another one's, just perfectly to get into their good books. Perfect. As such, you start to blend in with one of or two of them, and then some more start throwing comments at you, and before you know it, you've basically got this rotating ring of servants all going, oh yeah, she's supposed to be here. She's great. We like her.
Excellent. I've got my thumb on the pulse of gossip.
Exactly. She hates the right people and she loves the right people. She's fine.
Oh, hell yes.
Wonderful.
And there's so many nobles here, so you've basically just made friends with, like, half the fucking important people in the city.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. For instance, Mac, if you wanted to, you might find that if you try to contact any of these servants later, you might have an easier time than if you had tried to do it cold calling.
Yes.
Oh,
hell yeah.
That rules.
So well done. Here are a few things you learn.
Write these down.
First, in the first 5 minutes, you learn about 10 different affairs that are going on.
Excellent. She gasps appropriately. I can't believe they're doing that.
No one seems to give a shit. And Mackenzie, it's great that you've brought this up because you've saved me from having to do it out of the blue later. I'm introducing a new resource for you.
Ooh.
Stocks of leverage.
Yes.
So you now have 1 unit of leverage, which you can use when you think it's appropriate to manipulate circumstances in your favor, as long as it has to do with large-scale city society stuff.
Perfect.
You also learn of 2 major players who whispers say they might be in with the resistance, or as they call them, the rebels. One of them is, in fact, Tabitha Gorth. Another, you don't know the name. What this means is that you can infer that Gorth is not as subtle as she thinks she is.
Ooh.
Ooh.
And the Whisper Network knows that she's rebellion.
Aha.
Apparently, there is discontent in the Navius family. The Navius are not happy about the reappearance of Max.
Noted. That is very useful.
Could you make an intelligence check for me, please?
Yes. 22.
Damn.
22. You recall that Sybil's last name is Navius,
Oh.
Ooh.
and you get one more little fact. You also learn that a lot of the food supplies in the city are starting to dwindle.
Uh-oh.
Apparently, this summer that's going on right now is hotter than usual.
There's a drought.
Most of the city's food is grown in the Kofu wedge, which you may recall, with a 22 on a memory check, is the wedge with all the greenery that you saw on the world map. So there's issues with food supplies. Or as they say, everything's getting more expensive.
At this point, Wynn, not wanting to overstay her welcome or step into something that might cause attention, sighs and says, I should get back to the mistress. We'll take one of the folded handkerchiefs and duck her way back out.
The servants say goodbye to you the same way a line cook says goodbye to a waiter
Yeah.
after work. You're one of them now.
Yeah. The same way any retail employee goes, bye. See you tomorrow in hell.
Yep. You worked retail, you know how it goes.
I
Goddamn.
know.
Yeah. So, congratulations, Mac. You have completely infiltrated tonight's servant network, and you'll have a much easier time networking later. Plus, you have leverage you can use at a story appropriate point. This is basically kind of a Powered by the Apocalypse style resource, if you're familiar.
Yeah, I am.
Cool.
So Wynn disappears for a little while and then reappears back next to Artie.
That was a while. You okay? Did you fall in?
I got so much scalding tea, Artie.
Do I need to get Jill? Does she need to do a spell?
No, not that kind of tea. Like, this is... Back on our planet, we say that whenever we get some really sweet gossip.
Oh, you got the cheese met, did you?
I got the cheese melt.
Close enough. Okay.
So, hey, Artie.
Hmm.
Do you see that lady over there on the old guy's arm?
Uh-huh.
They're both having affairs that they think the other doesn't know about. They might not. With that other couple over there.
Oh, I thought they were both having affairs with that one guy.
No, that guy's with 5 different people. No one really cares about him.
Oh, that's okay.
I did hear something. You could probably hear something about that guy. But what I really like is that he's seeing the husband and she's seeing the wife.
Uh-huh.
And then, they're also seeing each other because they're married. But they all think they're being really secretive about it.
Yeah, that sounds like nobility.
It does sound like nobility, really. When we'll know, Artie, if you do want to flirt with people, the servants are in the back, and they'd probably be up for it to waste some time. Not even just to waste some time. I know that sounded rude. I mean that there are, some hot servants back there.
Yeah, but I don't really trust anybody here. I just wanted to be flirted with.
Everybody's pretty backstabby.
Unless I have to pee really bad, I'm not gonna really leave.
That's fair. Well, how are Jill and Max doing? And she peers over towards them.
Jill is looking very amused at Max, and Max looks sulky, and an older woman with a shaved head is kind of half stumbling away from them.
I'm pretty sure she just said that Max fell asleep in a cow patty.
Oh, gross. Wynn covers her mouth and is going to message Jill. So Jill hears Wynn's voice in her head saying, I just got amazing gossip and some weird gossip from the servants.
Oh, fuck yeah. We should probably talk about that when we split off to go down to the crypt.
Wynn nods.
So, you generally have a nice time at the party. There is, in fact, singing and dancing. There's these ridiculous party games which all basically seem to be contrivances to be physically close to people you can't otherwise socially be close to.
It's like Twister.
Basically, but pretending to have a bit more dignity. There is feasting and drinking. There is a musical performance by a couple of different musicians and some jugglers and dancers and stuff. And yeah, over the next few hours, the night progresses and the nobility does in fact grow more relaxed and eventually a bit sloppy. Felicity Virus, you thought she was sloppy before. She gets wrecked in the first hour and goes home.
Wow.
This is the woman who you last saw handing down solemn judgment.
Yep. So, are we peeling off?
I think it's peel off time.
Basically, at this point, tents are set up out in the garden with, actually fairly nice... I'd say cots, but people have gone to the trouble of setting up nice beds, and every guest has one, so you all basically have a guest tent to sleep in.
Oh, we've got like a fucking pavilion.
Basically, yeah. So, after a while, everything quiets down, and it's just you four and Sybil watching. Sybil is looking out the flap of the tent, looks back in, and says, "The coast should be clear now."
Cool. And she just sort of claps. Who wants to go see a dead body?
Let's go see dead people. What's Sybil wearing? Is it her armor?
Sybil is wearing her usual armor and weapons,
Okay.
but it is all under a slightly... This is her good cloak. This is her cloak that hasn't been stitched up.
Perfect.
It's the same black, but it's not quite as manky.
I like your cloak today, Sybil.
Sybil says, "Oh, this whole thing? It was just the only clean one I had."
Looks good on you.
Thanks.
Wynn smiles winningly.
Jilliana will clear her throat and kind of elbow Sybil. Complimentary.
Very subtle, Jill.
Sybil is going to make a check.
I'm not a subtle woman.
Well, Sybil's intelligence check to work that out wasn't spectacular.
Oh,
So-
lesbians!
It's okay. Lesbians can be married for 50 years and be like, I don't know if she likes me or not.
So I think she'll be like, "Your Highness, I'm so sorry. Do you need help getting that thing out of your throat? Let me get you some water."
Wynn cackles.
Wait, no, that's fine. That's, she's gone.
Yep. She's already stepped out. Comes back in a minute with a fresh pitcher.
Well, I tried, Wynn.
It's all right. It was funny, at least.
Yeah. Funny.
Shall we go see dead people?
Yep.
Sybil says to everyone at large, not just us Max, "Would you like me to come with you, or do you want me to hold the fort here? I don't think we'll be disturbed either way."
It's probably better to have somebody run interference, right?
Probably.
The way things are looking tonight, I don't think it'll be a problem, but I can if you'd feel more comfortable that way.
I don't know. She'll look to Max. I mean, it's your call. You know where the crypts are.
Max says, "Personally, I think we could use the extra sword hand."
Sword hand?
You'll see.
What do you mean I'll see?
And Sybil says, "Oh, I haven't checked about the rotation. I'm sorry."
The rotation?
And Max says, Oh, you don't know."
Is there a patrol around that castle we have to sneak past? I thought you said it would be fine if we just said, like, oh, the princess wants to go see the king, emperor, or whatever.
Do we have to go through cursed tombs?
Are you going to let me finish, dearest wife?
I'm just asking questions, darling husband.
Max says, "Arturos, you are absolutely correct."
No,
Wow,
I hate
looks
cursed
wonderful.
tombs. They smell.
When was the last time we got to go to a cursed tomb? Wasn't that?
That was Harena.
That was, oh, you're right, yeah.
That was Haruna. That was the dead sphere.
Yeah, that
We
was
woke up a
Haruna.
mummy with dynamite.
I wasn't sure if being caught technically counted as a cursed tomb because vampires were involved.
No, I think that was just a town that sucked.
That's fair.
It did suck.
It really did.
In a lot more ways than one, eh?
No, actually, no. Thank
Yes.
you. So, cursed tomb?
Are you going to let me explain this or not?
I literally just asked you.
Fine. So, this whole palace, and Sybil glares him a sharp look, and he lowers his voice, because you all are getting quite loud now. He lowers his voice and says, this whole castle was once basically a dungeon for a mad emperor.
The whole thing, it's like 3 miles wide and 15 miles tall. The whole thing.
The whole thing.
What the fuck?
That means that even 1,000 years later, we haven't finished clearing it, and it resets itself magically.
What? Why was your ancestor so terrible?
I don't know. Ask the adventurers who killed him 1,000 years ago.
I'd love to. They sound like good guys.
They sound like great people.
They sound great. Why do you live in a dungeon castle?
Because it's a 15-mile high palace. Of course a king's gonna live here.
Ugh. Dude, the guards told us when we were going through town the other day that, like, most of it's uninhabited.
Yeah?
Have you tried tearing it down?
Max says, that's impossible. It is solid crystal all the way through. Every room we're in right now has been carved out of it or was molded out of it when it was created.
You know, when I mentioned earlier today, this morning, in fact, that we could go talk to a body in the crypts, you could have mentioned then, hey, you might want to pack along your bag of holding that has all your stuff in it. She gestures down to this flimsy, diaphanous gown. It's like, I look hot as hell, but I'm not really in plate right now.
I've got my bag of holding on my thigh.
Yeah, see, we could have put our stuff in Wynn's bag of holding. In fact, I don't even know where my stuff is. I haven't seen my stuff since we crashed the ship.
Sybil says, there is an armory near the crypt. We can go raid that.
Anything's better than crawling.
I'm surprised your bag of holding is on your thigh. I would have thought it'd be in between the big bosom.
Oh, that's actually a good place for it, too. I do have 2 bags of holding, you know.
Is that where you get all your handkerchiefs?
What? You bought a second bag? I thought we just had 2 bags.
We do technically only have 2 bags, but the bag that I've got with me is mostly for my stuff, a bunch of smutty books, and money.
Yeah, the other bag is mine. I thought you just said you had 2 bags of holding.
I was referring to my boobs.
That's a bra of
okay.
holding.
Well, yeah, all right. Yeah, that's fair.
Not to be a tremendous party pooper, but no, Win, you don't have your bag of holding.
Damn it.
What I will say is that your Wind Waker in Wander form would have been able to make it in. That's about it.
Oh, so can I have something tied to my thigh, like a hot dagger garter thing?
Your legs,
Like
the image of your pants has slits
That's
all the way
fair.
up.
That's
I mean,
fair.
The wand you could
But
probably tuck in the
still.
cleavage.
Yeah, I'll tuck the wand in my cleavage.
Yeah, that's because it's just a teeny tiny wand. It's not.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's the only thing I can really give you, I'm afraid.
that's fine. That's okay. Technically, I've also got my Medallion of Thoughts, because that's my social thing.
Great. Dungeon crawl, that's just super. Well, hopefully this time we won't... I need to know. Do the crypts have a whole bunch of punny names on them? Because if they do, I'm out. I'm not doing that again.
Jemjammer is performed by Annie Creighton, Anna Emmeline, Rio Rios, and Mackenzie Weaver, and is edited by Jake Mason. Our cover art is by Canary Witch, who can be found at canarywitch.carrd.co, and our character design is by Rio Rios, who can be found at rios.com. Our opening and closing music is by Saad Akhtar Ali. For bonus content, such as Jilliana's private diary, behind-the-scenes homebrew stuff, and other features from our other shows, I Will Fight You and Date Me Dammit, our Patreon has it all from only $1 a month at patreon.com/thejemjam. Thank you so very much for listening. Stay safe out there, and we'll catch you next time.